Hey everyone, Doug here from 2 Plus Tough, and I am joined by my good friend Jack.
Hey, everybody.
Hey there. So actually we'll go tell you what we'll do. Kind of fiddling around with a new setup I have for everything here. There we go. Now I gotcha. Alright, so we're doing something a little different today. Jack, what event are you going to?
I'm going to the Wet Coast GT in Vancouver, Canada.
Vancouver, Canada. That is awesome. I kept getting it wrong because I was looking for the West Coast GT, and it was not auto directing me to Wet Coast, but all right. And so yeah, we were going to talk about the lists that he's going to be facing privately. Yeah, but we thought we can get some more minds together if we had a chat with
Yes.
people responding, and yeah, because there's some stuff I've never seen before there. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I want to use your fan base to help me out. There's stuff that I'm like, I don't even know what I would attack first in this list.
Mm-hmm.
And Doug came up with a great idea of, just this outsource this. And people who play these armies can tell me what I need to look out for.
Totally.
So we're going to go over the list. Yeah, I'm excited. This is my second GT. I went to the Rose City Wrath in Portland, Oregon. And I went 3-2, which was my goal.
Yes.
And yeah, I switched up my list a little bit because I usually take the shoot cast list, which is the 4 ballista, and the 9 long strikes, and just. But I ran. My problem was I just didn't have bodies for stuff, and I didn't have enough bodies to screen. I didn't have enough bodies for objectives, and so I switched up my list a little bit. I dropped one of the ballistas. I dropped my Lord Veritant, which gave me my only dispel. So right now my army is. I'm completely giving up the magic phase.
Okay.
But I think magic can be deadly, but I don't think it's end all be all. But we'll see how this goes. I won the last tournament I was in with Doug. It's the same army I took to that.
Yeah.
But there is a huge difference between a 3-round tournament and a 5-round tournament.
Yep.
And so, so I'm glad everybody can help us out and tell me what your thoughts are on the lists we're seeing.
Yeah. So I'll bring those up in a second. Real quick, while we're just chatting, if everyone can tell me, can you hear and see us okay? I just want to make sure the audio is good before I start jumping into the screen share stuff. Just give me a yes, no, sounds good, whatever like that. But one of the things I like about Jack's list, before we get started in that and talk about the opponents, is the fact that it does very few things, and you're very good at those things, like remembering them.
My list first. I think I'm towards the bottom. So over my list. And Kenzie asked if we did the survey. I tried to do the survey, but I did. It's so long. I started it with 15 minutes left in my lunch, and I just had to tap out because I had to get back to work. That list, they asked my mother's maiden name. It was too much.
Yeah, I'll pull up your list real quick while you're chatting. Yeah, I started to do mine today on my lunch break as well, and I was like, oh, this is far more in-depth than I expected. Let's see. No, I feel like I passed it. Veronica.
It's like it's third from the bottom. So just scroll all the way down and scroll up to
Okay. There you are.
Here we are.
All right. So, Stormhost Anvils of Helvenhammer. What does that do for you?
That okay. One thing is I get to reroll failed battle shock test.
Solid.
Well, I think in just reroll battle shock. But the good thing is if you use command point, it lets you shoot or pile in an attack in the hero phase. And so with my army, I use it on my long strikes. So I'm shooting them in my hero phase and in the shooting phase, and that's a lot of damage coming at you.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And so that's what that lets me do. That's why I like it.
Okay, I dig it. And yeah, it's everything he mentioned before. The minimum Liberator's cheapest battle line.
Liberator tax. If I had something cheaper to take, I would take that. But that's my battle line tax. I added the Skinks, like I said, and I do have a War Scroll Battalion, the Hellstorm Battery. And if the Castigators do a wound in the shooting phase, the Celestar Ballista in that battalion, which is just one of them, can reroll shots against that target.
Okay.
And I just put that in there so I could get another magic item because I'm very command point hungry in this army, and so I take the Aether Quartz Brooch. So a third of the command points I use, I get back on on a 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And so I've had it go off, 4 times in a turn, and so I just say I'm shooting with these guys.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm shooting this. Now I'm shooting with this. Now I'm shooting. And this is all free shots. So it can be swingy, but this is an army. It's like a gatekeeper army, and if you're not prepared, I'll beat you.
Yeah, no joke. And so, like, what's cool about that? Because it lowers your drops too, right? What do you usually drop at?
Oh, like in my drops, what Stormcasts are, that's the thing they struggle with, which they need something to be not good at. And mine is drops. Like I think I'm 13. We can count them up. So I got 3 for my Liberators, 4 for my General, 5 for the Azero, 6 for the Ordinator, 7 for the Relictor. I mean, the Ordinator's in the battalion. So 7 for the Relictor, Ordinator. Then we got the Raptors, Skinks. That's up to 7. And then we got 2 of the Ballistas. So that is 9.
Okay.
I might have miscounted, but it's a lot.
Yeah. Okay, sweet.
So that's what I'm working with, and then there to have fun, there to meet people, and there to go hopefully 3-2. The last tournament I went 3-2, like I said, and the 2 people I lost to were Deepkin, which are the the anti-shooting. You have to shoot at the specific target, which I didn't really have a problem because with the Aquilor, you're very mobile with those long strikes.
Oh yeah,
you can use a command point and teleport them anywhere within 6 inches of the board edge, more than 7 from an enemy. You can get them out of trouble if somebody does manage to get them, because my goal is not to get those guys in combat. I'm just a mobile, shooting artillery.
Gotcha.
And so I run around with those and kill stuff. They're very killing, and because they hit on 2s.
Yeah.
And so if you do have lookouts there, I'm still hitting on 3s.
Right.
So I'm really good at killing characters and whatnot. And I teleport the Azeros with the translocate prayer. I teleport him around because he gives the rerolling 1s. So I'm hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s usually.
I love it. This is ridiculous. I love it.
And hey, Takeover, what's up, dude? So let's go to the top and go over this, and you guys can help me.
All right. So Wet Coast 2019 list. We'll start off with T. McGill coming in with an Allegiance Corn list, and this is one of the. It's based on the new book. It has Hex Gorger Skulls. So he's got for leaders. Oh, it's the Slaughter. The Slaughter Host is his like Storm Host equivalent. Reapers of Vengeance.
He's Reapers of Vengeance. Yes.
Yeah.
So you have a pretty good ability where you can spend a command point and attack before the like at the kind of like Gristle Boar does, or I think it's Gristle Boar. Anyway, one of the Flesh Eater cores. You know how they attack at the beginning of the combat phase? That's what Reapers of Vengeance does. So, and this has the big dragon in it, and I'm not sure if that has a demon keyword, but if it does, he can use that command ability. So
yeah, he's got the Bloodthirster and says it Rage, so he would be able to. And then I think isn't Vorgarth the Scarred? Isn't that oh, that's the big dragon, isn't it?
Yeah, it's big dragon. So this list, like with my list, like he has a Hex Gorger Skulls, which are very good. I got to use them for the first time a couple days ago. Yeah, but I don't have any magic. So for me, that's wasted points. But for tournaments, you can't tailor for one opponent. Like this is the list I'm not too worried about. Because the dragon has a 3-up save, and with Bronze Flesh, he'd have a 2-up. But like, if I put all my shooting in him, he'll die. I'm very confident in that, and it's like, okay, this is a list I'm not too worried about. It's a fun list. I'd like to play it because killy. But I think my list is a hard counter for this.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So I mean, from what I've seen, and correct me if I'm wrong, your list is great. If everyone puts all their eggs in one basket, you can kill that basket, right? Yeah, is that okay? So 1,200 points of an army inside of the Uber Dragon is it's dinner.
I would definitely love to see the paint job on this thing, and I look forward to. I'm just excited to meet everybody here.
Yeah, totally. So, okay.
Let's scroll down.
Yep. We'll go down to Daniel K, who's also taking a corn list, but his is a little bit more, we'll say, diverse. So there's a lot more units going on here. So
a lot of this is a lot of this is out of mortal corn.
Exactly. Yeah. This is I bought 15 sets of the starter pack. What do I do?
Like this is another one. This seems like I'm not trying to like judge or whatever. This seems like just like you said. This is the stuff I have. I'm going to go have fun. It doesn't seem like it's too tailored to kick butt at a tournament. I'm not crapping on it, but it's just like because corn is not fast is one of the things, and so. I could shoot this before it got to me, definitely.
What is the Gore Tide? This is the only book that I don't know too much about.
Gore Tide is the run and shoot. I mean, the run and charge. So this one would be faster. I think it costs a command point, though. Okay.
Right. So, yeah, I guess, I mean, it looks like a very, I would say, traditional. I mean, like, when I think of, like, a corn warband, this is the kind of thing that I think about. Lots of dudes. As far as target priority goes, the only thing you're gonna have trouble with is like pulling. Well, I say trouble with, but he's just got more bodies.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, it's not a lot of bodies though. Honestly, he has 30 warriors for his. Oh, never mind. He also has the Blood Reavers as well,
and then the Skull Reapers. So he has a grand total of 60 guys buff with heroes. But I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, 143 wounds. It's not bad. It's not bad. But yeah, again, it's not my. It's a looks like a fun list.
Yeah. Very straightforward. I'm looking. This cast is more for the off ones that we want to discuss that we don't understand. So we'll skip. We'll kind of breeze through the ones that are very clear.
Okay, this is one Nergal I have trouble with.
Okay.
So, and you played Nergal before, so maybe you can insight.
Yeah.
It's a lot of Vikings. Oh, so, this is a Beastman. Oh, no, are they allies? What is this one?
They're just allies. They can ally with Brayherds. We have Allegiance and Nergal. They have the Glotkin, Lord of Plagues, and allies of Beastlord and 20 Gore. And then for his battle line, 3 units of Putrid Blight Kings. 2 of them are 10, 1 is 5. And the Plague Cyst, which... The Plague Cyst is the Lord of Plagues and a few units of Blight Kings. And I believe that's the one where they get rend?
Yes, I think that's the rend one. Which Blight Kings, they have 5 wounds each, I believe, or 4. So there's... It's... I think it's... Nergal is a lot faster than you think with the trees and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, he's got the Gore there for bodies, but they're going to evaporate. I mean, I'm not sure why he chose Gore specifically, but So, I mean, yeah, looking at this one.
The Lord of Plagues, I believe they have the command ability where they can give people in a big unit -2 to hit for shooting, which that's kind of nasty. But he only has 1 unit with 20, so it'd be with the Gore. So I guess I would target the Glotkin and the Plagues.
Okay. Seth Ring, can you tell us what the Plague Cyst does? I don't have the book right in front of me, but if you're gonna comment stuff in the chat, I super appreciate it. That's why we're doing this live. Be specific because there's like a 40-second delay between what you type and what I see.
Thank you, Seth. Maybe this is the one that lets you shoot? Or is that just an ability he has?
No, the Lord of Blights is the one who's able to give a gun to...
Okay.
I don't know. Well, wait. Seth will correct us.
Appreciate that.
This is exactly why we're doing it live, because we needed a Nergal player. As far as like the Glotkin's just not scary. You know, he's actually, I could take that back. He's super scary in a horde setting. I'm sure he's going to put the fleshy abundance on the Gores and make them 40 wounds worth of stuff. Because it gives them +1 to their wound characteristic.
Okay, Seth is saying that it's reroll hit rolls of 1 for that assist. So
okay.
I definitely don't want to be in combat with them. So, and I don't like getting in combat, so it'll be perfect.
Yeah.
All right, let's go down to Carrie. He's a good friend of ours. I actually played this list Saturday.
Yes.
So I know how this one. Carrie is awesome. She threw in the Mask of Slaanesh because of, if you went to watch Rerolling 1 this week, and her boyfriend Jase was the guy I played, and how effective the Mask of Slaanesh was for me because it halves people's movement. And so putting that, because Nergal can ally with Slaanesh, just throwing that in there and having her run up and half people's movement can be brutal. Plague Monks, again, scariest unit in the game. I've come to realize they're so good and so cheap. Yeah, they cost the same as Blood Reavers, but it's just so much better. She's really good with was Rodigus. Rodigus has a very good spell.
Yep.
Which is Rodigus in the list?
Okay,
right there, yeah. He has a spell where he can do mortal wounds to everybody on the board, he can see. There's no range, and so I realized I need to not have my long strikes on the board at the beginning of the game, because she, with the corruption wheel, she did damage with that and damage with the spell, and so I already lost 2 long strikes before I even got to go, which is devastating because it's like my army's like a glass cannon, where I can mess you up, but if you hit my cannons, they're dead.
Yeah.
All right, so Carrie's a good player. I look forward to not playing her.
Bit,
at the tournament.
totally, yeah. Big quick bit of housekeeping. Apparently, that battalion for the Nergal one lets him reroll all failed hit rolls, not
Oh,
just
also,
ones. So that's huge.
that's
Going
it.
on to carry, yeah. I haven't played her since she brought in the plague monks and the
Mask.
yeah, the mask. Are the plague monks effective for her with zero
Yeah,
support? Okay.
yeah, they were really, they because they still get affected by the trees, so they were running and charging next to it, and yeah, they were just, they're very beefy.
Okay.
And Shackles and Geminids, which she used Geminids on me, but not Shackles.
Gotcha.
Scroll down to this Beast of Nergal with Eric A. And
Oh.
let's see.
Okay, so this one's a little funky, but I remember this from the battalion. So basically, he took the Pestilent Throng battalion from the Beast of Chaos book, which gives them all the Nergal keyword.
Okay, yes, this is Beast of Chaos.
Yeah, but it's a Nergal army.
Yes.
Um,
has the Glockkin as well.
Yep, which is super important. So basically, he's going to be extremely fast, but then if he gives the Glockkin spell to something, it has double wounds, so it just clogs things up. I mean, in a huge way.
So this is Allegiance Nergal, so he can't come in from the side of the board with his Vestigores.
True, but they can still run and charge, and if they're near a Great Bray Shaman, that's how I do the turn 1 charges. It has nothing to do with the...
It's not an Allegiance ability, it's just okay.
Yeah, so he'll be on you.
Wow. So I definitely need to chaff up.
Yep, but, so Lord of Blights is going to make them... so Lord of Blights is command ability. You pick a unit and it gives them -2 to shooting if they're above 20 or more models, which a lot of these are.
Yeah.
Well, actually, just one of them, right? No, 30 best to Gore and 40 on Gore qualify for that.
Okay, I'd want to take out the Lord of Blights early.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Yeah, this is there are armies that I look at, I'm like, uh-oh, that's a lot of guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so
and also the Pestilent Throng, I believe that's the one where if a unit in that battalion dies, there's a chance that something nearby it takes a mortal wound. So they just kind of keep throwing bodies at you, which I'm sure is what all the Ungore with 10 are going to do. But that's going to be an interesting one. There's a lot of stuff going on there.
Yeah, they also have the Aether Quartz brooch to try to get command point back. They start with 2, right? Because they just have the Throng, and then they're at 2,000, so they get the 1 that they from the battalion, and then they get 1 when their turn starts. So definitely command point starving as well. So
yeah, because once those that's gonna be his weakness actually, because those big hordes, if you can tag them, I mean they're gonna evaporate without an inspiring presence.
Gotcha. Okay, let's continue down. What do we got? Oh, there's a lot of Skaven armies.
Yay! This is my favorite one.
One where I just scratch my head like, okay.
This is my favorite.
It's 160 plague monks, 2 plague furnaces, verminlord warp seer. That's the thing with the 4 up, 5 up, 5 up, 5 up, whatever thing.
Yeah, a bunch of saves. He has a 4 up rerollable, a 5 up shrug, and then he can. Well, he didn't take the command, but let you pass it off on the 3rd one. So he's taking a different one. Let me see what exactly.
And 2 plague claw catapults. There's so much to chew through, and the lightning vortex. Jeez, this is frightening. Like the Vermlord would be super hard to kill because he's 4 up normally, -1 hit because of Griff Feather Charm. So 4 up, -1 hit.
Yep.
And then he has a 5 up, and then a 5 up after that.
So this type of warp seer would have a 4 up rerollable until he throws the orb, if he ever does. Basically, he has like this orb that lets him.
I'm not too worried about because I'm hitting him on. I'm -2 rend, so it just goes to 6.
Okay, so yeah, he would get a 6 up and then a 5 up shrug. He has like a disgustingly resilient.
Okay, but he can't offshoot to another thing.
No, he won't be able to. No.
So should I try to kill all the characters?
So here's the thing. So when do you normally kill stuff? Because how many drops does he have? He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6, 7, 8, 9. Do you have fewer than 9 drops?
No, not at all.
Oh, bummer. So how's this going to work? So basically, with the Master of Magic that he's taken, that gives him +1 to his casting rolls, and then he also can stand next to a Skaven Tide piece of scenery, which gives him another +1, and he's going to cast the Warp Lightning Vortex turn 1. And it's going to hurt you.
Moving.
Huh?
Can I zap him with it if I get to use the endless spell?
No, this is a static one. It basically just summons a triangle super far up the board. It's going to be in your grill, because you basically put the first point down 26 inches away from the caster, and then the other 2 points go 7 inches further from that one. So it's a grand total of like 33 inches forward. I think that's right, 33 or 4. I mean, the good thing is a lot of your shooting's up in the sky, right?
Yeah, I can hide it, because if I don't go first and I know he can get to me, I hide the stuff.
Yeah, that's going to be your... I don't know how to beat this.
Yeah, I'm going to look at the range of the Warp Lightning, because I would like my long strikes to start on the board. But
yeah, so the problem is that, like, he's going to put that down on you. But then there's, like, the board presence of 4 units of 40 Plague Monks. There's nowhere for you to go.
Well, there's no way this game is empty. Like, there's no, unless he tables me or whatever. But because if you see a guy with 160 models, probably not going to finish the game. Because just the time constraints. And like, so you can always think about that and be like, well, if we only go to turn 3 or 4, let's see, like, then you can play towards that. But that's a lot of models. We got a question in the chat. When is the last day to order from the store?
I'm gonna shut it down at the end of the month. Last day of the month.
End of the month. End of the month.
Yep.
All right, let's scroll down. I just hope I don't play that.
Yeah, that's our consensus. Is Alex is a beast, and we hope we don't play him.
Chris D playing Skaven Tide again. He has a Claw Lord, Grey Seer, Plague Priest, Verminlord, Warp Seer with Skaven Brew, and a Bond Boudier. This is like a randomness.
It is very random.
We got 40 Stormvermin, 40 Clan Rats, 20 Clan Rats, Plague Claw, Warp Lightning, Warp Lightning. A slot of Wounds, and Warp Lightning Cannons I like, but I can outrange them. So I think I would not too worried about this one.
Okay.
So I am very killy. Maybe get that Verminlord Warp Seer out of there and their War Machines, and then go from there.
Yeah, this one, it seems very straightforward. This is like a very classic, I would almost expect it from Fantasy Battles army, where there's a lot of cool little leaders, a lot of different stuff, big wall of troops, and a bunch of cannons. That's cool. Okay.
Oh, wait, we're getting concerns about the Wrathax. The Wrathax goes. Someone in the chat is seeing if I'm concerned from the priests to snipe those out. The Wrathax does go off on a 5, and you get 2 shots at it. And it's not that far. Like, I'm a shooting list. I can, unless he rolls a 5 again, because like once you at the end of the turn, I think you have to re-roll in a 5. The prayer stays, and you can move it again. So I'm not too concerned about the Wrathax. I definitely would kill the priests in the second corn list. I'd kill those priests early.
Yep.
But, the first one, I really concentrate on that dragon, and I think he will crumble after that goes off the board edge.
Yeah.
Okay, and
that makes sense. And I saw Omniphage answering a question I had from my last chat. Well, hello. Yeah. So let's talk about this. So Darren taking Skaven Tide. He's got. He's kind of all over the place too. So what's interesting here is he has the Battalion of Congregation of Filth. So he has 2 max units of Plague Monks and the Plague Priest on Furnace. That's going to be a lot of beef to chew through because he had a 6-up save from that battalion, or a 6-up super save, whatever you want to call it. But then he still went and took 3 minimum size units of Clan Rats. I guess that's just so he can have more wizards and other stuff. Yeah, he's going to be in your face. He's got chronomatic cogs. Shackles, which doesn't matter. You don't walk a lot. So what else?
Yeah, this one is also another really good one.
Totally. Corruptor with the Sword of Judgment is terrifying. 10 attacks just coming at you.
But like Sword of Judgment, it's like if you attack my heroes, they're gonna die anyway.
True.
And so it's definitely, this one's Skaven. I've yet to fight Skaven in the new with a new book. And they're number 1 right now for a reason with the new book.
Mm-hmm.
And so we got another one. Omniphage. Hey, it's been a while. It's from a few streams ago about your tournament versus Zinch. The Quicksilver Swords and Aether Void Pendulum is for splitting pinks, like pink horrors, I assume. Virtue shooting, he must have audible out.
Huh. Okay, right on. So, yeah, my third round of the last event that I was at, I saw.
Yeah, you're talking about me. I was like, I have no what you're talking. I have no idea.
No. In the
I'm
last
like,
stream, I didn't realize he actually had those endless spells until I did the actual like event coverage, and I was like, oh, I never saw those. Cool, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
Stefan Chan said he thought Flesh Eater Courts is number 1 right now? Are they? I thought it was Skaven, but I could be wrong. I'm just spouting information I heard somebody else say.
From what I understand, as far as event, like actual winning in the U.S. specifically, I believe Flesh Eater Courts is number 1 right now. But I don't know if we have many players here who play Flesh Eater Courts. So
I can tell you, I'm more afraid of Skaven than Flesh Eater Courts from my build. Because like I like the big scary Terrorgeist, like they don't scare me. I do a lot of damage. I can see them.
True.
Oh, 4Gamer. Okay, Flesh Eater Courts is number 1.
Cool.
They have our trusted source of dick jokes. All right, let's keep going.
Yep. Okay, so we've got
he named his characters. I was like, who is this?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I like this guy. He has 2 lightning cannons called Shock and Awe, respectively. He's got a Doom Wheel.
The Storm Fiends. Oh, this is definitely Scryer.
Yep, it's a Scryer list. I'm not sure what the Malevolent Maelstrom does for him. I've never actually seen anyone use it effectively. So I'm kind of curious. Right? That's the one where, like, as magic is cast around it, it kind of sucks it up, and then it can go off as a bomb, basically. I think it can unbind stuff, but...
Storm Fiends are expensive.
Yeah, they are.
They're not cheap. In combat anymore, right?
Not in combat, no. He could equip them in such a way that they can, like, burrow up later in the game.
Outside 9?
Yeah.
Okay. This one doesn't really scare me. I could outrange it.
Yep.
Yeah, not too worried about that one.
No, me either. And it's cool. I want to hear it do well. But this is the kind of thing that, like, it's the kind of fluff list I would take, and I love it.
All right, let us go. Here we go. My Carmen. True love, Slanesh. Brave, I'd take these guys, but I'm like, there's so much unpainted. All right, so we got Herald, Keeper, which is definitely, okay. Keeper, Secrets. Oh, he's playing Pretender, so he gets the 2 command traits. Mm-hmm. And he is not taking a War Score Battalion, which is fine. Lord of Slanesh on Demonic Mount. Awesome model. Mask. 2 units of 30 Demonettes. I'd be more scared if this was Seekers.
Right.
Yeah, plus movement. But this was not too worrisome because I can kill the Keeper right away.
Yeah.
And just kind of work from there.
What would your main target would be the Keeper?
I kill the Keepers and the Demonettes.
Yeah.
And then I'm not really worried about the rest.
Totally. Someone in the chat asked, are we just talking about Skaven lists because they just hopped in?
Yeah.
No, this is the list for the upcoming event, the Wet Coast pairing, as a Wet Coast GT in 2019, up in Vancouver. So we're walking through the list and kind of looking at him, trying to get Jack a sense of what he's up against. So
yes.
All right.
I know our local meta, and our local meta is not very Skaven heavy.
No.
There's just questions I have where I'm like, I don't even know what to fight against 160 monks. What do you do?
Yeah, I know. Well, the last event, I was one of 2 Skaven players, and the other guy, like, he had just pretty much started with an old army. I think he had from Fantasy Battles, I believe. So, like, not a lot of Skaven action. So it's new. I went down to the next one. So we have Archeon the Invincible is the name of the list from Devin. I like it. Allegiance Zinch, of course.
get those cheater dice.
Exactly, yeah. Cheater dice, I like it. He has a Gaunt Summoner and Familiars. That's terrifying to me, but not to you. Archeon, Ogroid, Thaumaturge. Got 10 Pink Horrors, 20 Zangors, and 20 Acolytes. Is an interesting mix. And a Chaos War Shrine.
And none of the guys on disc, huh? They're all foot slogging it.
Yeah. Yeah, they sure are.
They do have cogs, though.
They do, yeah, and the Pendulum's not bad. Yeah. Trying to think. So the Chaos War Shrine, I think that's the one where for Zinch, it would let them re-roll their save rolls. Let me
Hmm.
let me verify. That's an interesting thing. I don't think I've actually seen anyone take that dude lately. Because it does. I think it's save rolls of 1 if you're not Zinch, and it's all save rolls if you have the keyword Zinch.
Hmm.
Let me see. That's going to be an important unit because everything else here is kind of like it falls apart pretty quick.
Mm-hmm. Like Archeon has a lot of points. He has the 3-up save, and the War Shrine you said might help him reroll.
Yeah, which would
So
be huge for Archeon.
yes, and like cheater dice are always, I mean, Destiny dice are always nice for saves and crucial. I might actually kill the Gaunt Summoner first, then go after Archeon. Because
Oh.
Gaunt Summoner has those familiars though, and trying to keep those alive.
Yeah, it's reroll all failed save rolls.
Yes. Okay. It's a cool list.
Yeah, it's basically going to walk up the center of the board, right? Nothing here reaches out and touches you, so that's not too bad.
Got next one. Another. This is actually a local player. I've never played him, but I've met him at several tournaments.
Okay.
Matt, and yes, he has 9 Zangor Enlightened.
Okay, let me see here. 40 acolytes, 10 acolytes. Yeah, Zangor enlightened. They're good. They're just darn good.
Now I got a question about the spell Fold Reality. So he can bring a whole unit back after they're dead. How's that work?
Fold reality. So Chris did it to me in my last round, or he tried to do it. I believe you roll a die and you get. So you roll it. So you have to cast it, and then you roll a die, and if it's a 1, the unit's just deleted, and if it doesn't get a 1, you get that many pink horrors back. I believe is how it works. Someone correct me, please, in the chat if I'm wrong. That was my understanding from his explanation.
Okay, because I think it might be demons, because I think he uses it on the enlightened to try to get enlightened back.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, do I think I can? Because I think they have a 5-up save. Do I focus fire the enlightened? Because they have the demon keyword, so he can bring those back. So I focus fire the enlightened and try to kill all those in one go, because I believe it's 5-up save, 3 wounds each or 4 wounds each.
So Omniphage, thank you so much. Yeah, it's roll a die. It's on a 1, the unit's gone. Anything else, it's return that many slain demons. So that would work on them.
Yes, I've seen it. He was playing my brother. My brother was complaining about it. All right, enlightened have 4 wounds, 5-up save.
Yep.
Okay, so
and I mean, honestly, looking at this, they're the teeth of the list. You know, if you could get rid of them, well, yeah. I mean, Kairos is just good, but
Kairos is okay. He's a Lord of Change, which 4-up save.
Yeah. Oh, and points it out. Kairos can auto 6 that, so they would immediately get 6 of those back.
Oh, good point. Good point. I'm confident enough in my killing ability to what's 4 times 5?
20.
Okay, I could do 20 wounds.
I got this. 9
times 4. Sorry, 9 times 4.
9 times 4?
Yeah.
Was that 36? Right, 18?
Could I do 36 wounds in one phase to get all those guys down? Because that is a good point. Or do I try to kill Kairos first?
Oh yeah, well, if Kairos is the one who has the spell and also is the one who would auto 6 it.
No, the Ogroid has the spell. No. Who has the spell?
Kairos. It's Fold Reality.
Yeah. So if I kill Kairos. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's that's another one. Like, eesh.
I like it.
Those guys are nice. Maybe I can just bunker my land. Okay.
He has a lot of stuff put into endless spells. Pendulum, Balewind, Spell Portal. Okay.
Okay. All right. Kill Kairos. Let's scroll down. What do we got? Legion of Sacrament.
Yes, Braden.
Ooh, there we got Archon the Black as the general.
Yep.
Coven Throne. Hey, look it. There's no Vampire Lord on Zombie Dragon with Aether Ethereal Amulet. And yeah, it looks like a lot of magic.
It's all the heroes, the Lords of the Sacrament battalions. I think it's all the heroes.
Oh, there we go. We got the 30 Grimghast Reapers. That's scary.
Yeah, really, Grimghast Reapers. Yep. Yeah. No. I don't know what to tell you with this. Nighthawk units just get me.
Nighthawk are scary. Yeah, try to kill Archon. There's a lot of stuff. I'm like, hopefully I just won't play them.
Yeah, the thing is that like it's a lot of units that are just they're not hard to kill. I mean, the Guardian of the Soul is the only thing there with ignore rend, but I know you can kill 2 Necromancers and an Archon.
Yeah. So we got Nighthawk, which
moving on. Okay.
They're the scary army. Black Coach, who does Colin R.
Yep. So yeah, we got Knight of Shrouds, Tomb Banshee, which is an interesting choice. 2 Spirit Torments. Okay, it's kind of another mix. The Chain Guard, Shroud Guard.
Prismatic Palisade, that's a nice thing to block shooting. And a couple, we got 2 battalions. And not a lot of wounds, 109. But, with Nighthawk, you can bring stuff back. So, from my luck with Nighthawk, I target the heroes, and then I'm able to kill them after that.
Yeah, ask him, be sure if you do get this guy, ask him which of the... No, I think it's the Guardian of Souls. Basically, whoever the hero is for that, I think it's the Chain Guard, gets to bring back even more Chain Rasps every turn. Oh. And that's going to matter if he sets those on an objective.
Gotcha. Jeremy V, next Nighthawk player, he's extremely good. He's one of the best, definitely one of the best players I've ever met. But he's ranked pretty high on ITC, and I got to meet him in Portland. And great guy, good player, and 30 Grimgrass Reapers, a lot of 30 Blade Geist and 2 units. Yeah, this is definitely straightforward, mess you up cogs to get there faster.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely, I've learned with Nighthawk, try to get the heroes out of the way.
Totally. Okay, we move right along.
All right. Then we got Flesh Eater Courts. Here we go, Gristle Boar.
Oh wait. Oh, okay. You went down to Jeremy. Okay, I thought you were just talking about a friend of mine. Okay, so this is the list that he was just talking about. I had the other one pulled up.
Yes. Sorry.
No problem. So if anyone wants to see it, pause here if you want. We're gonna move right along. But this is the Nighthawk list. He was just chatting. All right. So we got Gristle Gore, go for it.
Let's see, 2 Aberrant Cool Kings on Terrorgeist.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got 2 Archregents, which are, amazing because they can summon like 20 ghouls each or 3 knights each.
Mm-hmm.
Then Crypt Gas Courtier running Ghoul Patrol. I will target the Ghoul Kings. He has Ignac Scales on one of them, which is nice because that's 4-up mortal wound save.
Yep.
So I will target him with the ballista and target the other guy with my long strikes.
Nice.
So,
so that's interesting. He went with Gristle. What does Gristle Gore give you besides the big things being battle line?
I think they let you fight at I think your general can fight before anybody else.
Okay.
In combat phase.
Okay. I never saw someone who still went out of their way to take 30 ghouls.
Yeah. But then you got to realize he has 30 ghouls in the list to start with, but he can summon 40 more.
That's true. That's true. All right, so we go on to Tommy B.
Tommy B. Good old Grand Host of Nagash. Got Nagash in the list. It's always fun. And there he is, the Vampire Lord on Zombie Dragon with the Ethereal Amulet.
Yep. Go for it. Yeah, there he is. Yep. So I take it you're not terribly worried about this one.
Not too worried. He does have 20 Grimghast, but not too worried. More worried about I'll get take Nagash, and then because he doesn't have a ton of stuff to protect Nagash. The Vampire Lord of Zombie Dragon is fast with the spell.
Mm-hmm.
But, not too worried about this one.
Okay.
For Gristle Gore, strike first for general. Monsters roll 6 to hit, do 2 hits. Ooh.
Oh, and the heroes as well. Yeah. Okay, that's why it's jam-packed full of heroes. That makes sense. Okay. I'm down.
All right. Look at this. Just now, next, scroll down. We got Destruction. Just a Destruction list. We got, didn't say how many Gloomspite get Stabbers, but 130 points worth of them.
That would be, I think that's just isn't it the base 20?
Okay, so 60 Gloomspite bits, 2 units of Brutes, 2 Thunder Tusks, which I would definitely target those guys first. Get rid of, hurt them so they don't do that thing on a 2.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this just looks like a kind of like a fun list.
Yeah. It does. There's no battalions and no surprises. Just a lot of bodies, and I don't see any like synergies that really stand out to me. Fungoid Cave Shaman's cool, but he doesn't do anything amazing.
Yeah, and he doesn't have the. There's no endless spells or anything.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Okay, we can skip that one.
Next time we got Hillary B, and this is Gloomspite Gets.
Okay.
I've played Gloomspite twice before. I've had I've had decent. I won both games, but it's like they have that loon boss on Mangler Squig with the Thermal Rattle Croak. That's scary, but not to a shooting army.
Right.
Because he has the abilities where he can like run out before they hit. So I can kill him before he gets to me. And Scraggrot, he's pretty good. And I'll just target those two guys.
Yeah, I say the rest of the army, I mean, there's not a lot of stuff with teeth here.
Yeah.
The Point Guard Rounders can do stuff on the charge.
Like, I think it'd be better if he split those 60 stabbers up, but no, we just have some Squig Herd some Boingrot Bowders, nothing too scary here, in my opinion. The mushroom's nice, but if you just kind of stay back, you're good.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand the 6-man Squig Herd, because like their whole thing is that they do damage if they run away, but you can easily eliminate 6 Squig Herd without Battle Shock.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Interesting. Okay.
All
Cool. We'll move past that one.
Another Gloomspite from Gur. We got, look at this. Oh, I thought it was a bunch of trolls. It's troll and normal mix.
Yeah.
Zarbag with the Hand of a Orc. Zarbag is the Warhammer Underworlds guy, I think.
Yep, Zarbags gets.
And then Grit Feather Charm on him, which is -1 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And lots of stabbers. Fanatics are nice. And Zarbags gets. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it is pretty straightforward. I mean, obviously, don't play the objective game. Stabbers go to objectives, and the Fanatics bust out of there. Omniphage Squig Herds are super good at 6, cheapest battle line, and cheapest per wound. Okay, so it's just filling up requirements. I get that.
Understood. All right, so we got a Iron Jaws from Hayish. Mega Boss on Maw Crusher. Mega Boss on Foot. War Chanter, Brutes. Okay, 2 units of Gore Gunners. And what battalion you got? Iron Fist and Bloodtooth. Okay. Not that fast as far as it's not the Gore Gunner Assault.
No, it's got cogs there too.
They do have cogs though, so you'd have to be wary of those. But they don't get to move early from the Gore Fist. So I would target the Mega Boss on Maw Crusher first, and then get pigs out of the way.
Totally, absolutely, yeah. And then it's just a grind for objectives. But Learn Train Play says, what's target priority for Gloomspite Gets? Heroes or Squigs? I think. I mean, if you have the chance for heroes, take them.
I'll get that Mangler. I want to go for that Mangler Squig because if you ignore him, he's going to ruin your day.
True.
So I'll get him, then go after because the Squigs can't come back after I kill him.
Right.
So if I leave the big unit of 60 stabbers, I'd be more worried if they were shooters than stabbers because I'll just not be around those 60 stabbers.
Right.
Because you only can control one of the objectives with them. And then, he has another Mangler Squig as well without it. So get rid of those Mangler Squigs, protect my stuff, and go, get his stuff that has a high risk of coming after me. Then I can just outrange him with the rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And Stephen Chan brought up the fact that their heroes usually have -2 to hit from shooting attacks, which is, it's very true that they do have that. The thing is that Jack's list has such overwhelming weight of dice that if you let him, Gloomspite Gets heroes have like 4 wounds each. Like they will turn to dust.
The guys are on foot are the minus. I don't think the Mangrove's good, but yeah, they do. But I'm okay. I'm -2 to hit. Now I'm hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s.
Exactly. Yeah.
I go from 2 to 4, and 4 is still not bad. 4s rerolling 1s. I'll take that chance.
Yeah, and only 2 of those attacks have to land for it to evaporate.
And now what we got? Okay, now we're at the Mega Boss from Riley. It's Oracle.
I got Wyatt right now. Yeah.
Okay, Wyatt. Yes. Now we got a lot of brutes. Wow. What is this? The Iron Fist? Okay. Oh, there's tons of brutes running at you. Mega Boss. Destroyer artifact.
Let me see.
Interesting. Sword of Judgment on the Mega Boss on foot, but he's not very fast.
I remember thinking the Iron Fist. Oh, okay. It's the Iron Fist.
That's the roll a d6 and move that many inches, right?
It is. Yep.
Yeah. This is like I'd be more worried about the brutes if I had big monsters because they love chewing through monsters. So higher priority, get that mega boss out of there and just work my way down.
Okay. You feel confident about this one?
Yeah, confident. Shock and Boar. This is the Boar list. There it is. Yeah, very good list. Very alpha strikey.
Yep.
This is where a list where I'm glad I have the skinks because definitely have to protect yourself, and then because once they do that big wall bomb, then I would definitely kill the mega boss, and then I'm very mobile and I'd get out of there.
Yeah, this thing is probably one of the more fun aggressive lists there is. These things can just barrel across the entire field. Is the Gore Fist an extra 17 inches? And you get to, is that what it is? 17? Oh yeah, you get to move up first before the game starts, or first turn, whatever it is. But yeah, super nuts. This is not hard hitting analysis here, but yeah.
Yeah. All right, we'll go Beast Claw. Hey, respect. Someone's bringing Beast Claw Raiders. I love it.
Oh yeah.
One of the, I think I say it's like the king of the casual games because they can be brutal. But what we got? We got a Stone Lord with the Ethereal Amulet. That's very survivable, very killer. Then the Huskard on Thunder Tusk, Icebrow Hunter, Butcher, and then Mornfang and a bunch of dogs. Yeah, it's almost you want to kill everything but that Frost Lord because it's just one model, and he's going to be very hard to kill because he's rounding down for damage taken, and he has a 3-up unrendable save. So.
Yeah, basically, I mean, yeah, if you wipe everything, how many was it? 1, 2, I'm counting their models, 7, 8, 9, there's 10 other models besides him. Like,
so get the Huskard and kind of just work your way down.
Yeah, just be sure to split your attacks when you're doing the Frost Sabers.
Yep, just respect on that. Okay.
Oh, now we're down to order. Last Grand Alliance.
Ooh, this is GA order. Nice. A lot of mages. Griffin, Huracanum. Okay. Huh. With the Huracanum, I think you would have more archers. This has 30 archers. And
Does
it the plus big old unit of 40.
Does it do anything else besides the shooting thing?
It can cast spells. It has decent spells.
Okay.
And it has like a shot as well. But Master Defense, I think that's +1 to save, or is that reroll ones?
What was the question?
The Master of Defense command trait.
Master of Defense. I am not quite sure. My book's near me.
It's in the rule book, but I can look that up later.
Okay.
Yeah, this is definitely. It's nice to see a GA list because you can't really with this list. You think it could be free people's, but because a lot of order stuff got mixed up. Like the Huracanum would have to be an ally in a free people's army. So,
yeah, give me. Well, actually, I have the allegiance abilities and that kind of stuff here. Where is it at? Master Defense. Each time you allocate a wound or mortal wound to this general, roll a dice and a 6-up. The wound is negated. So that's not scary at all.
We have the Phoenix Stone and their War Council. I'll look that up. See what the War Council War Score Battalion does.
Interesting.
There it is. Yep. Any battle mage in the War Council can choose to forego casting a spell in their hero phase in order to augment a spell cast by another model for the same battalion that is within 6 inches.
Okay.
Declare that they will do so before making the spell. Add 1 to the casting roll and 6 to the range of the spell. Cool.
So what's interesting here is that he wasn't required to say what kind of battle mages, because don't they have like different? They each take a different school of magic and get a different spell.
Yeah.
So
I've never actually seen anybody use them. So it's always one of those armies you're like, uh-oh.
Is this a dark horse or just a dirt horse? I'm not sure.
It's like a lot of 2015 rules in this army. So
totally, yeah.
So it's beautifully painted though. Ryan S. Look forward to meeting you.
Cool.
All right, we'll go to Will M. Hey, another load of Quiller. It's nice. With Gear Strike, which the load of Quiller is not impressive in combat at all. No. Trust me, I roll one. No. But we got 2 Bastillodon, which are respectable, and 2 cannons. So he's bringing the Ordinator to buff the cannons because
Yep.
I don't think the Bastiladon are war machines.
No, are they? I don't know if they are, but that's kind of funny.
Yeah. So yeah, it's interesting. I would rather. Oh, let's look up the cannon. What's the range on the cannon? Because it's like Celis Star Ballistas are 60 point less, and we all know how much I love those.
God, that is so disgusting. I'm trying to think. So the unit of go ahead.
Cannon have a 32-inch range. They'll be hitting on 3s with the Ordinator, wounded on 2s, -2 range, D6 damage.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with cannons though is you can target the crew.
Oh yeah.
Like, all right, I'll just shoot the crew, and now they're useless. That's the old Obama rules that came out with. So, yeah, just kill everything, and then you'll be left with the Bastiladons. But not too. Oh, the Gunmaster, he might plus them too, so they might be hitting on 2s.
Yeah, the Gunmaster would definitely contribute to that, and also like the problem is like when your guy's lightning down, the Paladors will be on them, which you'll have a turn or two to do some cool stuff, but that's the only thing that I think is kind of interesting.
Oh yeah, Vanguard Paladors, they're not bad.
No. Okay.
Then we got next player, Dan Unsupervised. This is the guy from gosh, Honest Wargamer, the Australian guy. Yeah, I think he does shows on Monday.
Oh really?
Yeah, great guy. He's very funny. And he's Dispossessed. I've never actually played against Dispossessed, but he seems like he knows what he's doing.
Cool.
And let's see. What I don't see is he has the Everblaze Comet, but I don't see a Stormcast Wizard.
Ventus Fire Strike.
Right there. Okay, it's just not bolded. Okay, so he has a Ventus Fire Strike. So that. And that Everblaze Comet is definitely nasty.
Yeah, he might have converted him and made him his own, like maybe Magni Firebeard is his name for him. But let's see. I don't know much about Dispossessed, to be honest with you. I got a question coming in. Question for Jack.
Yes.
A friend of mine was wondering about AOS. Now I wanted to recommend RR1. What's a good video to start off with from you guys?
Good video, a fun video to start with. That one, let's see, it was you versus Shu. The first AOS 2.0 game.
That was pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. That was easy to follow too for a new guy.
So it says Slaves to Darkness versus Bone
Splitters.
Splitters.
Yep.
And it's from it's like right after second edition it was Doug versus Shu. It's a fun game, simple, and it's very it was funny. It was funny.
Yeah, we laughed a lot.
Yeah, a lot of laughing.
Cool.
So yes, that one.
Beyond that, yeah, I mean, it just seems like he wants to run Dispossessed, and he's going to go plop on objectives, and he's got a lot of small units to do shielding, but you can chew through those so easily. Okay, want to move on to Jason?
Intro series. Didn't you start an intro series of how to play this game that you never continued?
I did, and then that was for last edition.
Yeah, you should do that again. It really helped me. I can tell you. Like, okay. I was like, "Where's the next one?"
It's only been 3 years.
I learned how to play since then, but
that's funny.
New Girl Not Guy. Okay, and wonder if considering an intro series. I would love to do it. It's just you kind of life happens and you're like, oh, we got to get a video out, and we have all these ideas of what we need to do. Like, we're like, I want to do like a call-in show, and all this stuff, but it's just all of a sudden, like you can be an idea man, but there's a lot of putting stuff into motion. Like we have an offer to record our games at a local guy. He a fan of the channel, and he has great space for recording games and a 4K camera and all this stuff. And it's just like, all right, okay. Yeah, let's do it, but it's just, that's in the future. Hopefully we'll get that done. And Shu just redid his whole space. So hopefully, like I would just like to get more professional. Cause I think right now it looks like we're friends recording games on a phone. And I'd like it to look a little better than that eventually. It's definitely
friends recording games on a camera.
We all have stuff we have to do. And there's this like, hey, someday. Let's look how I want to see the range on Iron Drakes. Cause that might be a unit I'd want to target after Ventus Fire Strike.
Sure.
Let's see.
Yeah, the thing about the intro videos, I really should do those. I'll take a week
16
off.
inches and 20 inches for the torpedo. Not very good. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have the people keep asking, and I'm also asking for people because I'm interested. I want more of those battle reports. Those love them.
Okay, just because you asked.
Oh, and so we have y'all considered LAV mics. I don't even know what that is, so I haven't considered it. We should consider that because the sound isn't the best thing.
like lavalier mics that clip onto your shirt, like little like.
That's a great idea. Yeah,
it's the ones that
not to get too like into our stuff, but like we've made a little bit of money from because we haven't done Patreon or anything like that. We've kind of just been like right now because I feel with Patreon, then like you owe people something. Because like you've given me money, now I owe you something because you're like paying for this kind of. And so we're not saying we're against it, but it's and so we've made a little bit of money from YouTube, and we want to reinvest it in the channel. So we're looking to get improvements, and so it's on the way. But yeah, I'd like it to be more professional.
Totally.
Anyway, let's get back to what we were doing.
Okay, yeah, it's all good. So we're done with the dwarf list.
Yes, we finished the dwarf list. I would love to play this guy just because seems like my favorite kind. I like having fun over winning, and it seemed like it'd be a fun game. I like to win too, though. All right, Jase. This is a buddy of ours. He was just on the channel, and this is the same list that he lost to my my Slanesh with. Some dope. So yeah, this is a very cool list. It's not your cookie cutter net list, which no problem with that, but this is something he came up with, and he got best Daughters of Cain at LVO this year. So
and he came in number 2 at that event that we all went to behind you.
He went 3-0. With that
super good player. If you're looking at this and you wonder how it works, the latest battle report that came out on Jack's channel, Rerolling 1, he goes into extreme detail about how it all works and works together and stuff like that in his decision making. So I'm gonna not pass by it because it's not important, but that it's he goes through every detail.
yes, he's meticulous.
Which is good. Okay, let me scoot down.
We got Veronica in. Good to see the ladies coming out. This is like the fourth. Carrie, definitely Carrie counted because she's always interested when there are other women who play AOS. Mm-hmm. And so she was counting all the female names and stuff. Like, oh, this is so she was excited to see a Veronica, and she's playing Daughters of Cain.
Okay.
And this seems like more of the Hagnar, screw you, like kill you in close combat.
Yep.
And I know with Daughters of Cain, you definitely want to kill the Hag Queens and the shrines. What are
the
they
shrine
called?
For sure.
Yeah. You want to kill those. And then you always have to play your Marathi tax, which is doing 3 damage a turn. But definitely go after the Cauldron of Blood, Hag Queens, and then the Witch Elves fall after that. So
cool. Have you ever had trouble killing Marathi just because there is that damage?
I've only killed Marathi once. Like I haven't played a ton of Marathi. I've played like with Jase's when I played Shootcast versus Jase's Daughters of Cain. The only thing left on the board was Marathi, and so I just killed everything else.
Okay, I dig it.
Then we got Free Peoples.
Viva la France! I like the name of the list. I like it.
So we got okay. There we go. 30 handgunners. I was looking for them, and then 30 crossbows. I love shooting.
Mm-hmm.
And where are we at? Where is the? Oh, he does not have the Huracanum.
No, he doesn't. I was kind of confused. He also has Ether Wings. Maybe to fill up points. I would have taken the command point.
Totally. I'll shoot his shooting before I can shoot my shooting.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Cool.
Shoot his shooting before he shoots my shooting. Yeah. I love this. I was just listening to a podcast today and they were talking about how shooting is dead in our meta, and I was just like, what?
Oh yeah, our shooting is alive and well. I'm keeping it alive and well.
There you go.
People are gonna jump on it. So okay, this is only 9 eels, not like Pashby's. He has like 15 eels or something. It's nasty, but So one of my counters, I've yet to beat Deepkin. They're very good.
Mm-hmm.
but they got the Leviathan, which gives that cover bonus.
Yep.
And I think Morsar guards, are those the guys with the save, or are they the attacky ones?
Morsar are someone answered me in the chat if I'm wrong. I believe they are the defensive ones.
Okay, I don't like that. I would rather them to be the attacky ones.
Let me double check because I'm gonna look like a fool.
Let's see.
Once I get asked a series of hard questions,
they're the attacking ones. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, there's 3 units of those. I'm not too worried about them because they don't ignore my rend, and I'm a high rend army. So it all depends on if I can position my stuff to be able to hit them before they hit me, or like be able to shoot at stuff I want to shoot at. Right? Because he doesn't have a lot of chaff. He has 2 units of 10.
Yeah.
And so there are Deepkin lists that I'm more worried about than these.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. I mean, it seems like he didn't want to go all the way into the eels, which I mean, it could just be a matter of his collection, but usually, like, I think there's another list here where it's just 6 of the defensive one, 2 units of 3 of the attacker one. I don't know. There's other stuff, but it seems like he still wanted to keep bodies on the table.
Interesting.
Okay,
let's go down to the hey, KO with no allies. Look at that. Respect on his name.
These guys are going to shoot your shooting before you can shoot their shooting.
No, I beat this list before. I beat him.
Oh, this is not hard to kill.
10 minutes ago. He took the ship out though. There's no ship.
Oh,
interesting.
Riggers, Thunders. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. But
this is a sad army that has to walk.
The terrain, though, right?
Do what?
The engine riggers can still kind of Spider-Man web sling on terrain.
Engine riggers. Yes, yeah.
Yes. Well, respect for bringing KO when everybody says they're the worst thing, which I don't know about the worst, but I like KO.
Now, do you know what the spell mirror does in Olgu?
Protect you versus spells.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is against me is useless, but respect on that. 2 chemists, definitely got 12 skyhooks in that big unit, and Gruntstock Thunderers 20. That Gruntstocks are good too.
Yeah. I mean, he made the best. I think probably the best build for a ground-based Carriage and Overlord's army. Because this is the one that I use where like the captain can basically pick an enemy and be like, everyone screw that guy. And
is there any of these who can retreat and shoot in any of this? Because if I get my skinks in combat with them, they have to shoot the skinks.
The Gruntstock Thunders can retreat when they're in combat, I believe, instead of fighting.
Okay.
I mean, somebody had the ability to do that. Sorry, buddy. I've been doing a whole bunch of Star Collecting box reviews, so rules are jumbled in my mind.
It's the feared ground KO army. The boats are a waste of time. All right, let's ready to scroll down?
Give me 1 second here. I'm going to just double check that rule. Yeah, they can retreat in the combat phase instead of fighting.
Oh, good. Like
the Thunders, yeah.
Okay,
next one is Colton B with his Stormcast.
Stormcast, that's what's up. Hammers to Sigmar. But I do not see Gabrielle Sherhart. Interesting.
No. This kind of looks like another one of those lists where like someone started with a starter set, blah, 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 and then just kind of kept maybe buying multiples or building off of that because you got ballistas, 2 units of 5 evocators, bunch of sequitors. I mean, it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I dig it. They get the Comet, and that's a good choice.
Oh yeah, Cleansing Phalanx. You got 2 ballistas, which is nice. Ordinator. I go hero hunting.
Yeah.
First, and then maybe I'd try to tie up those ballistas with some skinks for a couple turns.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. That's probably their. Well, evocators are also terrifying if you let them touch you.
yeah, but they're slow. Like I mean, he's gonna keep them in sky probably. So
that's true.
Anyway, okay, Stormcast. I know how to play against him. Hey, this guy,
Jack Ballard.
Then we have Sylvaneth. We got Alariel and Forest Folk Battalion. The people, it's not the one usually people take.
Yeah.
3 hunters with bows, 3 units of 10 dryads, Durthu, and a brand switch.
Yep, and she can.
Okay.
She can summon in something too, right? Another tree lord.
Yeah, totally. She can summon another tree lord or more dryads. Definitely heavy on characters.
Do Sylvaneth give you any trouble with all the terrain that they have?
It's tough because I've noticed that Sylvaneth in the tournaments I've been to, they don't get a lot of like room to set their trees up. Like the TO might go over zealous with the terrain, and so you're kind of limited in where you can set your trees.
Gotcha. Stephen Chan asked if the new Fire Slayers are allowed in the tournament. I would not think so, since the lists are printed and the book comes out this Saturday, which is the same weekend of the event.
Yeah, they usually give it a week.
Yeah.
It comes out next on the day of the tournament. So.
Yep.
I don't think anybody took Fire Slayers.
No, we're in the order section. It could no. This is I think the last list. Yeah.
Last list. Okay, let's go down. And Sylvaneth, no Lariel. Cool.
Okay.
A couple branch wraiths, tree lord ancient Durthu, and some big unit of 30 dryads, unit of 20 Kurnoth hunters, and spite revenants. Okay. It's kind of not too like I've played Sylvaneth a few times. It's always been the same list, and I've always lucked out because people put their Alariel up front.
Yeah.
Not that I can just kill her.
Just overconfident with her. Yeah.
So I would probably go hero hunting on all these things.
Yeah, I don't see anything that stands out in this one as being like super duper terrifying.
Totally. All right. Well, yeah. It's gonna. Like I said, I want to go 3 and 2. My plan is to make a video about this for the channel because I'd like us to rerolling ones to also diversify, not even though I really enjoy what we're doing. And so yeah, I'm trying to record it. Maybe do sort of a Doom and Darkness style bat rep, where you take pictures and I go over what happened each round. Unless I go like 0-4, then I won't do that. But yeah, I plan to have a lot of fun. And again, thanks for everybody for helping out, and thank you, Doug, for letting me do this. We came up with this idea earlier today.
Do you have any questions for the chat before we tune out?
Questions for the chat? As far as for the game, no. What does everybody think about the last 2 books, Corn and Fire? Or if you know enough about the Fire Slayers, what do you think, and where do you think they'll place in the meta? Like I felt that Corn myself, especially with the Wrathmongers not affecting cannons, I just thought, I think they'll fit right where they were. They seem more like a side grade.
Yeah.
I actually appreciate that not every book that comes out shoots to number 1.
Yep.
Because I was like, Gloomspite seems to be right in that middle.
Yeah. No, I don't want the power creep to be so extreme. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think Fire Slayers is going to be an interesting one. I have to really dig into that book. But the Corn one, yeah, I agree with you. I think the emphasis was just refocused from the Blood Secretor to Slaughter Priests and their role. But it wasn't like a significant, Learn Train Play says they're both mid-tier. Could be wrong. Yeah. So anyway.
Agreed.
Yep. So, okay. Well, if you are all set, do you feel like you learned something or you feel more comfortable?
It helped me out. It's good to talk over the list. I know exactly what's happening or what I'm facing. And, hopefully the other, 40 or 30 people going to Wet Coast can watch this. And, again, thank you so much for everybody.
Cool. Well, Jack, we'll see you next time. You have yourself a wonderful evening.